This is Gary McKinney. That's Aquadakwa Wanuwu. I'm going to talk a little bit about the air quality permit and mining on indigenous land. So last Wednesday I spoke with the NDEP department, NDEP department, about the draft air quality permit and why we think it's a good idea to bring back the first step that the Trump administration has done away with, which would say that we have no say, aka consulting, no voice as a people in these big expensive investments that these corporate state people put us through. So I spoke, and the vibe that I had at the end of that was I felt optimistic that, you know, I was able to hit home on more than one facts and truths about us being humans living on this Turtle Island here. Turtle Island as in the United States of America. So I went along, I spoke, speaker number 45. So they had plenty of people there with degrees, you know, professor types, directors, national directors, state directors, you name it. They had their opportunity to comment. But I feel that it's important for us regular average Joe citizens to speak up and hold those people accountable, because we're in this together. We're living on Turtle Island together, and we don't want to leave it trashed up for our kids. And that's what we're really fighting off right now, is the wolves in that sense. But to reassure everybody, you know, we're going hard, we're going good. We're holding up our prayer over at camp, and we're taking care of business in the legal perspective in the courtroom. But we can also use a lot of the support from our Facebook people, Instagram followers, or Twitter people. You could all take action by sharing and drafting up your own statements that oppose this lithium mining on indigenous land, because this is only the first of many that are going to be happening. And the more people that are savvy and awake to this right now, the better our chances to clean everything up this down the road. And I say clean everything up by, and I mean this, our kids get what we have right now after us. We die, we pass away, our kids get left with whatever they're inheriting on this land. So we're the same thing to our ancestors. They prayed that, you know, our people would be able to handle and take care of the land, the medicines, the food, and uphold our traditions and our cultures. And we've done so to the certain point where we've remained idle and silent. But right now is the time where we could all come together in all nations, all races, and protect this land, preserve this land for our future generations, because they're the ones who matter. They're the ones who was going to get the contamination and the polluted air, and they're the ones that's going to be getting that. So I don't want my kids, I don't want your kids, I don't want any kids to be going through any kind of suffering on our account. And I'm not going to be the one to aid and abet the plummeting of the earth. So with camp, we're getting ready for winter. Firewood to burn is essential. Lighting is essential. Canvas tents are essential. Propane is essential. We're working with many organizations right now to come up with a good, comfortable camp there. So be patient with us. Work with us. We are asking for the warriors to come out. The warriors, as in the people who know how to pray, and let's all come out there and let's all have a good time, enjoy the fire, and we'll be the caretakers of the land. We'll take care of you the best way that we can. Check us out this weekend. We'll be in Reno for Patagonia. Myself, Gary McKinney, and Duranda Hinkie will be in Reno to talk about the indigenous, our indigenous lands being mined, because it's a big deal. They want to bring other members of other communities, like the Black community, Latin community, Hispanic community. These other communities are going to be, the mining companies want them to do their dirty work for them. So we're going to meet them there mutually and ask them, tell them what it is of why we're protecting our land and why it's so important to us in northern Nevada. Because not everybody should be influenced by money. We all have common sense, and we should all care for the land. That's the way that we want to carry it and partake. And if you want to support, you can go to www.protectpeehee.com. All one word, no apostrophe. Protectpeehee.com, and you'll find mission statements, vision statements. There's a description of camp rules. One being no drugs or alcohol, no alcoholic beverages, no whiskey, no beer, no wine, no drug use. Not gonna have a party scene up there. No, that's not allowed. Any violators are gonna be escorted off. That's that. Absolutely no violence. It's a non-violent approach that we're taking. Bring your hand drums. Bring your good thoughts. Bring yourself. Bring your bodies. Come willing to sacrifice with us. We'll help you out again. If you're with media, independent filmmakers, writers, journalists, or documentarians, be ready to present yourself. Present some form of credentials, ID, work you previously done. Because we're not there to promote you. We're not there to, to have anybody piggybacking off of us and our movement. We're a prayerful bunch. We want to keep things good. So yeah, those are the basic rules right there. And honor the camp code, which is protect Peehee. That's what we're all here for. That's what we want to do. It's gonna take togetherness and working together. We all have our own opinions and we all have our own ideas, and we're there to share space with you. Come out and share your ideas and your opinions with us. Let's work together. There's a date coming out. November 18th is when it shall be said and done about the air quality permits. But we need our air quality. This past fire season was pretty bad, all over in Oregon, California, Nevada. There was smoke thick up in the air, and with COVID, it's a respiratory illness, and we need that clean air if we want any chance at fighting back with this coronavirus. And we don't want to be stuck in a box where we can't breathe, and we can't have that good oxygen because there's smoke and there's chemicals burning in the sky. That was my main point. That's what we see out here in the West. Back east, they don't see that, so it's up to us to wake them up and pray that they see that much, see that far into the future. It's not about their job or the money that they make. It's about the lives and beating this virus together and coming together, loving and caring for our neighbors. That'll go a long ways. I just want to leave you with that. Protect Peehee.